we'll see how it goes. You just record.
Yeah, I guess we can. What up, everybody? It's Jay here.
And boy.
And we're Crapper's Delight, the only podcast that cares about your ass.
that was a pretty sweet one.
That was a pretty
That was a pretty my intro last week sucked dick, man.
It's the only one that shits when you sit.
We shitting. I'm gonna have to come up with a good one. I'm gonna write a sonnet for our next week's our next recording.
You're gonna come up with a whole freestyle and everything. Yeah, man. So, question for you.
Okay, starting it off hot.
We're starting it off hot, right at the gate. Right at that gate. When you put up your roll of tissue, right, your toilet paper roll, is it tab up or is it tab down?
Tab. Wait, the tab it cascades from the top, so it rolls down towards me, not underneath.
Yeah. So it's like a waterfall effect. Why is that? Yes. Why do you do it that way?
So Michelle is very anal about things like that, and I've heard from somewhere like that's the proper way, and I noticed also in like hotels they always do it like that.
Yeah,
and I think it's because of the way that they fold it. They they sometimes put those like designs on or like make it look fancy.
Yeah.
But all of those reasons are pretty much why. Me personally, I don't care if it's one way or the other.
Yeah, same.
But I know Michelle does care, so like I have to
always tab up then. Do you do anything else other than that when you put up your toilet paper, or no, you just put the tab up and you're good?
No, but I've seen like some crazy cool like I've seen some ways to make it like look pretty for like if guests are coming over or if, like, you work in a hotel or some shit.
Yeah,
like there's a way to like you fold it and then they use like the bottom of the faucet. So like if you look at the faucet, like they'll press against like a wet faucet and it makes it stick.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like they fold it into like a triangle and they do that, and it looks all nice. Plus, you get like a little wet spot in the tissue that you just use as like your little portable like wet wipe.
Yeah, exactly.
Not portable, like whatever.
Pre-wet.
What about you?
Well, again, like our household, it's pretty much as long as the paper roll or the tissue roll is on the fucking that little mount, it's a fucking win. Because, like, for some reason, everyone just fucking grabs the fucking toilet paper roll and is, bam, right on the counter where the sink is. Or, bam, right where the fucking tub is. Or, fucking, like, it's just sitting there. Meanwhile, if you look in front of you, the roll holder, the mount is just empty.
Yeah.
So as long as it's on there, it's a win. But I've seen, like, a video where they actually... they like what, it so happens I have a paper towel roll, but this wasn't planned, I swear. So what they do is they actually squish like this, right? So then when you squish it, like you squeeze it like this and then you put it through the rack, when you roll it does like this weird like thing and then it stops. So then right, it doesn't. If you pull it, it doesn't keep going. It doesn't keep unraveling.
Yes,
it just stops because it goes like this. It like rotates, right? It wobbles and then it stops in place.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's like oblong now. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's a little tip for you guys if you didn't know that.
So that's the thing. I think the reason why you don't do it underneath, like under, like the underway, like where it comes from below.
Yeah.
I think it has more of a tendency to roll under because as you rip it, right? As you rip the toilet paper, it sits lower. So if it's like heavier or if it's at the end of the roll or whatever, it will unravel. I don't know if you've ever had that happen where you try to rip it off.
Yeah.
Like a magician at a table pulling the fucking.
It just keeps fucking. It just
keeps
going.
You do it quick. It just keeps on going. It's just the whole you have maybe 10 squares is just all in the fucking ground. You can't stop it.
And the worst part too is like when it unravels that fast, you end up like sometimes like my kids, like they always do this. They try and pull and then because they're too far away from the toilet roll, it just keeps
Yeah.
unraveling and unraveling, and then after that, they just rip off somewhere near the end. So then the rest of the tissue lands on the floor, and like I try
Yes.
and embed it in their head, like, would you want to go to a house and see the tissue on the floor and then rip off that piece and then use it to wipe yourself after? Like that's
Yeah.
you're using the
That's,
ground.
it's basically like you rub your ass on the floor
You
to
might as well
clean
grab
it.
the
Like,
rug.
like a dog. Like the dogs,
Yeah.
they pull them, they pull
And they
their
just do
ass,
this. They just...
drag it on the ground.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
But okay, so I mean, this is an interesting. This is gonna go through so many tangents, but I could see it being a problem, or not a problem, but like the laziness kind of like come through where you don't want to use, like, when you have those spring loaded toilet
Yeah.
paper holders.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of annoying,
Yeah,
right? Like
man.
I get it. Like people will be like, oh fuck, like I have to put it on this in
Yeah.
this thing that, you know what I mean. But there are ones that are just like a
Yeah.
rod,
Like it's
and
like
you
a
hook it
prong.
onto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's if you're too lazy to put a fucking toilet roll on that thing, there is a bigger issue, underlying issues, man. You are
Yeah.
a fucking
My
degenerate. You're a
family.
Neanderthal.
Watch
You're a
my
fucking
family, bro.
Neanderthal.
Watch my family. Watch. I guarantee
I'm gonna
they'll
go to
do
the.
it.
I'm gonna go to your guys' family party and be like, these fucking heathens. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
Man.
also another thing. So the toilet paper being on the counter,
Yeah.
I can see that being a little bit easier to use,
Mhm.
because like I know people who like to hold the toilet roll,
Yeah.
and then they'll grab like a square, and then they'll rotate their hand around the thing, and it builds it up,
Yeah.
and it's just like a quick and then you got 10 ply
Yeah. Exactly.
on your hand,
Yeah.
and it's easier.
Yeah.
But then my argument to that in my own head is like, you could just do like the whole this thing while it's on the roll, on the toilet paper dispenser or whatever roll thing. You could just like spin your fingers around it, and then
Yeah.
you get the same
Yeah.
effect. It's just
Exactly.
as easy.
Yeah.
So
So then
I don't know.
this leads into another question then. So as you just brought that up, so how many
Okay,
squares is too many squares?
too many.
Yeah, too many.
Okay,
How many
okay,
is too many?
we're gonna have to come back and say how many is too little.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. One. Half. Half.
split one.
Make it into
Um,
one ply.
oh fuck. How many is too many? I'm gonna say like I'm I mean, I don't count, but I feel confident in the range of like 8 squares, like folded up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the basically 8 layers. It's confident. I'm pretty confident that I'm not gonna break through. Like
Yeah.
you know, punch through and then get a fucking stink finger. Uh, touch the star of death, or
That's
as they say.
gross. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Even with like it being wet, it's not gonna like you're not gonna like I said, break through or anything like that. But yeah, I'd say 8 squares. So like 10 squares maybe is like pushing it. Anything over that, I think, is like too much. You're just wasting at that point.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
What about
kind
yourself?
of, yeah, I agree, man. Like, in all honesty, I can like hover between like five, six, play it
Mm.
safe. But then that's like 5, 6, and then after that, wiping maybe
Layers or
twice. Yeah, like 5 or 6 squares on top of each other. But then you're doing that like maybe
oh,
twice,
okay,
twice or 3 times, right? So that's like
okay,
15 in total, right? That's like maybe excessive.
Y-
But again, it's that brown marker, right? Like you got to make
yeah,
sure it's
yeah.
not coming out.
Okay, so okay, okay, okay. I wanna get get back to this, but I got another question. I got a question
Yeah,
your
yeah,
direction.
go for it.
Um, are you a scrunch together, or a folder? Because this is a very
Yeah, yeah.
not heated argument, but like it's like I kind of I'm one sided on this, and like I
Yeah.
don't think the other way is at all. Like there's no justification for it.
Yeah.
Like I'm a
Uh,
folder, I
yeah.
fold,
That's the
and
same.
that's it. Like
Yeah.
that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah. Because
like if you're scrunching,
yeah.
like what kind of fucking like what kind of rush are you in that you have to scrunch it up like a
Yeah.
fucking like an ape, like a fucking I don't know, like you fucking
Yeah, dude. It's almost like, what if you had to blow your nose, right? Do you scrunch first and then you go like this, and you only have
yeah
this little like this, and then you put it away? Like, no, you need that whole
no
tissue, and you go like this,
yeah
and then some even people like fold it again. Like, again, this is blowing your nose, not wiping your ass, but they fold it again, and then they blow in
okay
another corner, right? But yeah, I'm the same way. I do folds, and then like sorry, like you fold it into a flat, like, depending,
yeah
2 square, 1 square, whatever you want to do, but
yeah
you make sure it's flat. Like, I don't
yeah
scrunch it, because you scrunch it, there's, again, it's no point. You've
it's
missed
a
out.
one wipe.
Yeah, you've missed out.
It's a one wipe,
Yeah,
and you know what I mean. It's like you're blotting, right?
yeah,
Like I think
yeah,
with it folded, you have like a sheet,
yeah,
right? So like if as an example, I have a piece of paper here. Okay,
yeah,
if if you get like let's say this is like the crack of your ass. I don't know if you can see like let's say the
yeah,
fold in my hand is the crack of my ass, right?
yeah,
If I wipe and I dig my finger in,
yeah,
I can get it,
yeah,
right
yeah,
into the fucking,
and
and then you
yeah,
got all that,
yeah.
and it's little
You're
like
getting
less
your
surface
cheeks.
area.
You're getting the
Yeah,
cheeks and on the sides. You're getting the middle part, right? So you're getting
exactly.
all 3 areas, and you're getting
And
it in
it's
one
like
swipe, right? Yeah,
also it's like it's the least amount of surface area touching your ass when you
yeah,
scrunch, right? You got this ball fucking just dragging
yeah,
ass like fucking ass crumbs all over your shit.
yeah,
Like
man.
it's like
Yeah.
like there's I don't know.
You're
It's just
missing. You're missing
I'm
little pieces because of the bends and folds of that crunch. Like, because you never,
yes.
like, when you just you scrumple it up, it's like, now
Yeah.
it's like little jagged, like this, and then,
Yeah.
like, when you wipe, you're missing certain areas, right? So you're gonna
Yeah.
have to,
It's like
like, wipe a
uneven.
couple of
It's an
times. Yeah,
uneven mess.
yeah. There's no way. Yeah. Why?
So okay.
Who
Okay.
crunches? Who scrunches in your family?
Not in my family, but
Okay.
there's I can't
You
call them
don't
out because
you
I
don't
don't
out
know
them.
if
You don't out them.
I
It's
don't
fine.
out
It's
them,
fine.
but
Well,
I know people,
uh,
and I have explained to these people, and they have since converted
yeah.
because I make a very because
Yeah.
okay, think about it too. For me, like I'm a folder, but I'm also a like a multi wipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I've gotten like maybe three,
Yeah.
4 passes maybe with
Yeah.
that same one.
With the
You know what I
same
mean?
one.
Like
Okay.
yeah. Like it's like origami, man. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
we're
yeah.
getting down to like I'm talking
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
that's true.
size of this, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
just
yeah.
using the edge,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You're
yeah.
using the edge, right?
You're
You're not trying to
cleaning that.
wipe with the
That's detailed cleaning. You should be like a car
yeah.
wash cleaner with this.
Hey man, if I got like you could scrape a lot with this, just like this edge. It's like spackling. It's like you just get all that gooey
Yeah, yeah.
goodness right there.
Yeah,
Boom,
yeah,
like
yeah.
all of that, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I don't know. It's just do you fold how okay
No, in all
how
honesty, dude,
many
I use the one wipe, and then after that, I throw it in, and then I grab another one. Right? I'm a
oh so it's
waster.
just
I'm a
one
waster. Yeah, it's a one use.
just
One
one
use,
time
yeah.
one
Because
shot.
I'm just scared of touching it, and it's my own shit. That's the stupid part. It's my own shit, and it's not like I can't wash my hands after. Like,
Yeah,
it's just, I don't
but I
know.
get it. I get
Yeah,
it. It's like
yeah,
it's like there's like a if you don't have to touch shit, and why do it?
yeah,
But
yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty like like okay, if it's a honker, if it's like a fucking like like a if we're talking about like some real severe dingleberry action or like some real like Klingons, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe that's just a one wiper and just clean. Or if you've okay, if I've soiled my ass, if I've soiled my underwear and like
yeah,
it's all spread around, that's a one wiper.
yeah.
That's a one wiper
Hmm.
because it's messy. Like you're basically your whole sheet, your whole flat sheet is like covered, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You're just you know what I mean? Like so- you're not trying to like find detail. You're just getting the whole mess out,
yeah,
right? And
exactly.
then you go back, right? But in those instances, yeah, like it's gonna be a one time shot. But
Yeah.
like I usually I can get away with like at least at the bare minimum like two.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
fold it in half, get in there again. But
That's it. I
I
feel like
yeah
I feel
I
like
can get it. I can
I'm a waster. I feel like I'm a waster compared to you. You know what I mean? Like you utilize that one rip off and you do it
yeah.
multiple times. Me,
But mind
it's like
you,
I'm spoiled. It's like nope, I need a new one.
mind you, you're talking about like like 5, 6 squares, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm talking about 8 squares. So I gotta you know what I mean? I'm almost
yeah,
double what you got
yeah.
on
That's
there,
true.
right?
That's true.
And if I'm doing 10 squares, then like I'm definitely like I gotta get at least two.
Yeah,
So it's like I get it. Like it's yeah, like it's kind of a little iffy because
yeah,
um if you're not using that much like if you're not using that many squares, then it's fine, right? Like
yeah,
it's
yeah. It equals out.
we're not
It equals out
yeah.
at the end. Yeah, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
just playing with fire because I might yeah, I might touch the stone
Yeah.
as they say. Yo,
Okay.
so like sorry, this is a tangent, but
Yeah, yeah,
Michelle we were listening to the podcast like just like just listening to it over while we were driving back from North Bay.
yeah.
And she's like you keep on saying this thing as they said. And she's like who the fuck is saying that? Like you're saying things that nobody says. What the fuck are you talking about? Like shut the fuck up, man. It's me. It's what I say. I'm the as
They are
I'm
me.
they.
Okay.
They are me. I am they. Fuck off, man.
I was gonna say because the last time you're like, yeah, you know, as they say, prawns. You know, I'm like, who says?
Yeah. Who says prawns? Who
Who
calls a
says
dick a
prawns?
prawn?
You just said it.
I do. I do. I do. I call it a prawn.
And I am they.
I, I am they.
All right, here's a question again. Here's another question. So
Okay.
I know it's front to back for women, but is it the same for men? If you know where to stop, you know what I mean? Like, is it that important?
So yeah, like yeah, that's a freaking very interesting thing. Like
Yeah,
we I feel like it's a lot more common knowledge to go front to back,
yeah,
which is like to me like okay, I'm gonna say that I usually go back to front,
yeah.
but I have never touched my balls with that
Exactly.
shit.
This is.
Like
I agree.
I just don't understand how fucking far you're wiping
Yeah,
with that thing.
yeah,
Like are you using the whole fucking square?
yeah, yeah,
Like that's crazy.
yeah, man.
Like
It's
I
either
mean
that.
I'm
It's either that or you got really big balls. You know, you got really
yeah.
big balls. It just
And
gets in
they're
the way. It's
set
like,
back. They're set back. You have no taint.
yeah,
Basically,
exactly.
you have like just imagine you have like at least two
Yeah,
inches, 3 inches of
yeah,
taint underneath there
exactly.
to clear
Yeah,
your
man.
balls,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. That's
Because
like
in all
I
honesty,
don't-
when I wipe, okay, you know, I'll admit I'm a back to front. All right, I'm a back to front, and sometimes I wipe back front to back. You know, sometimes, but
yeah,
more so than not, I'm more of a back to front, and the only reason is because of that ease. Like, see how my hand is going like this, and it goes under like that. You know, like I
yeah,
don't have to go under and then pull up. You know what I mean? Like
go back up.
this angle
Yeah,
feels weird. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like pulling up all the time. You know, I understand for
and
women, but for men, I don't. You know, as long as you know where to
so
stop.
so also for a guy like you, maybe who only wipes like once uses a tissue once,
Yeah,
it's a boom, like a wipe and then
yeah,
drop, right? You
exactly,
wipe, drop. You don't
exactly,
have to look.
exactly.
You could look if you want to,
Yeah, I
but
look.
you don't have to.
I look.
But do you? Okay, wait, hold
I
on. Here's
look.
a question. Do you look in the toilet? Like, do you look
Yeah,
through
yeah,
your?
yeah, yeah. No,
You know,
this happened. Because I want
you
to
look
see.
through
Is
the.
it brown? Is it brown?
But see, there's where you might actually accidentally touch the stone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you might
Yeah.
graze the balls a little. Oops, I gotta take a shower.
Exactly.
I get
Nah, I got the
balls.
bidet, bro. I just do
Oh
this. I do one of these things. Where it's like you rock.
the rock. Yeah. You're gyrating on the fucking on the bidet
Yeah,
spout.
man. Yeah, dude. It's fucking nice.
Um. Oh, but here's an interesting thing that I recently found out is that and you know like to listeners listening, you can try this experiment at home, but I found that if you wipe both ways, if you go back to front and then do one pass like that or a couple passes, and then you go front to back, you'll get more.
Yeah,
There's
I remember you
something
saying
there
this.
like yeah, like it's like if you do it both ways, you're sure to be clean. Because
Squeaky.
I think what happens is like you know like the little folds in your asshole, like the wrinkles.
Yeah.
If you only wipe one way, you push them into like certain wrinkles, and you won't get them out unless you go the other way.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
makes
Yeah.
sense,
Because
right?
if you look at your lips, even or you just look at your lips,
Yeah,
you go like
yeah,
this. You have like little creases here and there.
yeah.
Yeah, and
So
if you
you
just go like
push the
this, you're only wiping to the left of the crease. You're not wiping to the right, right? So,
yes,
and it's
yeah,
just like when they put lip balm, they go like
yeah.
this. Why do you do this?
Both
Because you
pass,
want to get on both
both,
sides. Yeah, exactly. See,
yeah.
like this.
Got past two
Ah,
pass,
you're
the
brilliant,
old two
bro.
pass.
You're brilliant when it
Yeah,
comes to this shit. When it comes to
yeah.
this shit.
Shit, nice, good pun. I mean, fuck. For the amount of time that I spend on the toilet per day, it's like how many times do you duke?
Do I duke? Honestly,
Yeah,
probably about like 3 to 4. 3 to 4.
per
And
day.
yeah, yeah, like once in the morning for sure. So as soon as I get up, like I have to go. And then maybe just a little bit in the morning after I had my coffee, or if I have like a heavy breakfast, or if I eat like a sandwich or something, like for a breakfast sandwich, then I'll go
Yeah,
again. And then maybe just about after lunch, and then one more when I get home, like one more when I get home from work, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I
I think
call it
I'm
a
on the
day.
same, pretty similar schedule. Like I
Yeah,
like there's like always that one right after work is like that's a good one.
yeah,
Um, definite morning shit.
yeah, man.
Sometimes the second one, it depends. Like if I honestly, it's less about food. It's more like if I'm active in the morning, then I'll
Uh,
there's some like I guess the movement pushes out more,
yeah,
and then yeah, after lunch,
uh,
usually usually that one is food motivated because I guess because I'll have breakfast, won't shit, and then shit after lunch after it pushes it all out.
yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah. What's your most satisfying shit?
Like which out of
Like,
the
which out of those four do you feel like I did some business, or is it like I guess a day to day thing? Like, depends on what your day is.
yeah, I think well no, I think the morning shit because
Yeah.
it's like guaranteed you're at home for sure,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
That's one thing, and you can obviously bidet if you got one.
Yeah.
Uh, Also, it's like it's the most time that I can spend on the toilet
Yeah.
without being interrupted. It's like you know, like I could shit for like 5 minutes and then be on Instagram or
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever for 30 minutes, and I could just blame it. Oh yeah, I was having a hard time in
Yeah.
there.
It's just a bit bad
I
shit.
never have a hard time. Like I never. Michelle knows that I'm just lying when
Yeah.
I say that. Like she's like, you're a fucking liar. I know that you take shits like in under 5 minutes. Like what the fuck? Who you trying to fool?
Yeah. Exactly.
Um. So usually morning shits, but like kind of like I don't know. Like maybe the night one
Yeah.
too. No. What about you?
I feel like the morning shit. The morning shit is like probably my favorite one, just because that one it's like like you've just let loose a lot of weight off of you, and you're like,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
go, like I'm ready to start my day, like let's get
Yeah.
going. I think the morning shit is the one. The night one, I feel like it's like you're just like, it's just like you're just trying to get it out, just so you're like, fuck, what a day, like
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with this anymore, like I'm good, like get it out,
Yeah.
let's go lie down after, go to sleep, or go take a
Yeah. Yeah.
nap, you know
Hmm.
uh,
It's kind of like like sometimes too. Like I feel like at night, like I try to force myself a little bit to like kind of like get it out, and it's more of a struggle. It's not necessarily like therapeutic.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it's more stressful. It's like fuck, I gotta shit. Like we had a big fucking dinner. I want to shit,
Yeah, man.
right? Like before I lie down because I'm gonna be uncomfortable.
Uh,
So yeah, that and then in the morning it's like you're not even feeling that bloated because like most of it's passed through your system, right? And
yeah,
then
exactly.
you just unload it into fucking like a machine gun in there.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
Here, it seems like today's our question day. So I have another
I know.
question. So courtesy flushing, what does that mean to you?
Courtesy flushing.
Yeah. What is the act of courtesy flushing?
I think it's like if you know you're gonna be in there long, or if you know it's gonna be a stinky one, you flush as you're doing. So you're like
Yeah.
brap,
Yeah.
brap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so that it doesn't, the actual shit's not lingering in the
Yeah.
toilet to make it smell, but it still smells.
So then to you it's or I guess maybe I'm just an idiot then, because so it's just the smell of it then. It's not necessarily the sound. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because
I never even thought about that.
So the way my courtesy flush is, and again, I don't know. I don't know if even if I'm right or wrong, but the way I would consider courtesy flushing is the sound. Like, because obviously, yeah, like
you're muting the sound.
Yeah, like the sound. I want to make sure that there's no sound, so you can't hear the like like the farts or the fucking pushing or the fucking, if it's like a wet one, like you just go like this and you can't hear it. So sometimes when I'm shitting, and if it's a fucking runny one, and all you hear is like it's like running out, all you hear is like multiple flushes.
What if you're not in like one of the like those kind of toilets where it's like not pressurized, you know what I mean? So you don't get that instant flush. You
I fucking hate it. Yeah.
Tank
so then
fills up.
I hold it. So then I hold it. I don't poo. I just hold it in, and I'm like, and then when I hear the, because you hear the, and then the septic tank or whatever it's called is just all like like that. Then I'm like, and then I'm like,
release the hounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So okay. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you have any like ways of like silencing your shit, or like doing things like quieter, or like to other than flushing?
Yeah.
Do you have any like moves or tricks or tips, or like have you thought of any ideas?
No, man. Honestly, like the only thing I do is just that flush thing, man. That's all I've got in my arsenal, man. But I remember you saying like your silencer, which I thought is freaking brilliant. So that I'm using now. Now that you've heard you said that. Why, do you have any other ones?
So
oh my god.
I haven't tried it.
Okay. You just thought of it. This is just something that came to mind.
Thought maybe. Oh god, this is fucking gross. I thought about putting like a tissue there on the asshole and just letting it, like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
so as it comes out, it's pushing the tissue with it.
Yeah, it's like, like maybe it's a silencer action or something like that. The thing of like it not like hitting the back of the toilet, or like hitting the water so hard, or like maybe you could like I don't know, like muffle your fart with a toilet paper, but like I don't know. I haven't. I'm hesitant to try it because like fuck, what if we shit on my hand?
Yeah,
like,
what if it's like a wet one? What if it's a wet one and just
and it goes up? It like the velocity forces it up over the tissue. And
you don't even realize the tissue slips. The tissue slips out of your hand. You're just shitting in your hand. That'd be fucking gross.
Or you know what? Like I okay. I've heard, I don't know from where. But
they say this, right?
They say that if you lean over and then but every time I've done it, it's fucking loud.
Yeah.
like it's like
Oh, I think I know
it
what you're
makes it
talking about.
louder. You lean.
There's a video, like an Instagram video or something, of someone showing you techniques of like how to position yourself so that it's not as loud, right?
Yeah.
I haven't tried it myself though, but you tried already?
Yeah, like I usually like I'll try to lean if I'm really trying to be quiet, which is very rare, but
Yeah.
like the instance where like you're on a date and you don't want to fucking you don't fucking sound the horns. Fucking, you lean over
Yeah.
to the side and it's like you're like, "Brr, fuck, fucking god damn it!" It's like that
Stupid
scene
Instagram
in
video.
there's you ever watched the movie Along Came Polly?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's in the
yeah,
washroom. He's like,
yeah.
burnt, fuck, burnt. Oh fuck, god damn it. He's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've never tried it though. I think I'll try it for just experimental purposes, just to see. But
Yeah,
yeah, the only one I know is just the flushing. Like that's, and again, I've always associated that to courtesy flushing because you're being courteous so that no one else hears it. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
when you go in the washroom and you just hear that noise, you're just like, it's already bad enough you smell it. Because if you see someone in a stall, they're shitting. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna smell some stuff, and it's not gonna be great. The last thing you want to do is hear it, right? So it's like,
yeah.
that's how I said.
I don't know, man. Like I'm fucking gross, I guess, man. I fucking I think it's so funny. I think it's funny when like I fucking shit loud and like
Yeah.
people hear it and like I hear the like giggling like it makes it makes me laugh. I'm like it's happening.
Yeah,
I'm like
fucking Joker.
and I'm like and there you hear the like or the yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's just I'm fucked up, man. I'm fucked up. I'm
The
so
worst is
sick, man.
like when you're in the washroom. I don't know. Maybe you've been one of these guys, but I try not to make any noise whatsoever. Especially, like not only just coming out of your ass, but also like you moaning or you know what I mean? Because like you hear those like like that, and they're like, it's just like, oh, buddy, take it easy. You fucking dying in there.
Fuck, man. Take it easy. Imagine hearing that. Someone next to you saying, "Hey, buddy, take it easy.
Take it easy in there, man."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I had some tacos.
Oh, fuck, man. Fucking Mexican food.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
Fuck,
my
man.
god, man. Okay, fuck. I wanted to ask, but like I don't recall if we've talked about this. Did I ever ask you like what your favorite movie scene of shitting was?
Oh fuck, dude. Fucking, I got a poster of it right here, bro. Like,
Oh, let's go.
like this.
Where is it?
Fucking Dumb and Dumber, man. When fucking
Oh
when
yeah.
was it not Lloyd? What was his other guy?
Harry.
Harry.
No.
Yeah, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Harry like got laxatives because fucking Jim
Yeah.
Carrey put it in his fucking drink. And he just went to the washroom. Like, ever since I was a kid, man, the fucking scene, he just runs into the washroom, and then all he hears is him screaming, and he's like, "Oh!" It's like just shitting.
And his fucking legs are up, like like the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Like they're like
It fucking killed me, bro. It fucking killed me so much, man. I'd watch it over and over again and just fucking die laughing. Just fucking like,
he's
oh my
fucking
god, it's
marching.
hilarious.
He's marching on it.
Yeah. Or what was it? Even another scene. Well, it had nothing to do with shitting, but just the way his fucking character was, it was fucking hilarious. Well, what was yours?
Um, I liked the Along Came Polly one. There's two actually in that movie.
Yeah.
There's the one where he's taking he has IBS basically, and he has to take a shit in the in Polly's like apartment, and she's right there, right beside the door, cooking or some shit like that, and he ends up having to use her fucking loofah to flush down like her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in so
And he
long. But
floods
yeah, I remember now. Yeah. He
but
had to
then
buy her a new
also,
one.
yeah. But then there's also the scene where they're about him and I can't remember the actor's name, but he was he was in Moneyball, like fuck, Sandy. His name is Sandy Lyle in the movie, and he he they go to a party and he's like, dude, we gotta leave now, right? He's like, why? What happened? He's like, dude, I just sharted, and it was the first time I've ever heard that word,
The word sharded.
sharded,
Yeah, yeah,
and I fucking rewound that like so many times. I was like, this is the greatest fucking scene in movie
yeah, yeah,
history. Like
yeah,
this is
yeah,
the best, man. Like I fucking sharted. We gotta go.
yeah.
I tried to fart and a little shit came out. Because before that, I was calling a Hershey squirts,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
or like
yeah. Exactly.
but
That's
like
fucking
that's
hilarious.
perfect, man.
The other scene that I like is Bridesmaids, when Melissa McCarthy, she fucking runs in and then she wants to use the toilet, but there's another girl already puking. It's like they all got food poisoning from that Brazilian place that they ate
Okay.
at, and then one
Oh,
girl's like, "I need to use the washroom." She runs in, starts puking in the toilet, and then Melissa McCarthy comes running in, and she's like, "I need to use the toilet," and she's like, "I'm puking in here. Get the fuck out of here." She's like, "Oh my god!" And so then she jumps on top of the sink, and then she just like starts shitting in the fucking sink. And the girl looks at her like, ew, and then she's like, look away. Yeah, so that
oh my
fucking scene
god,
too.
man.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Okay. Here's another question, or like this is like I guess story time. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
have you, off the top of your head, and you can have time to think, obviously,
Yeah, sure.
and gather your thoughts. But has there ever been a time where like you had to shit after a night of drinking, and it's like a funny shit story?
Fuck, dude. Every time I drink, I fucking get smashed.
Yeah.
So I can't even remember, to be
No,
honest.
but like the morning after, I'm saying, like the morning
Oh, the
after.
morning after.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe not the morning after, but like, so there's this one. Actually, no, I do remember a story when I was drinking and I had to shit. So fucking, we like, like, you know, Mish and like a group of us, we usually, or we used to do like a cottage every year. And
Oh,
fucking,
okay.
we were all fucking drinking. Everyone's getting rowdy. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, I don't know how many shots, I don't know how many drinks, but I felt fucking sick. And I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the washroom, man. I'm gonna fucking puke. Right. So I start walking upstairs and I'm like, yo, man, I'm like, you know, like, can I just need to use the washroom, man. Like, I just need to get out of here. So I walked away from the crowd and I'm in the washroom and I'm fucking like, I'm like puking like all my fucking guts out and I'm just sitting over the toilet. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And then I get up and then undo my pants and then I sit down and I start shitting. But then all of a sudden I wanted to puke again. So then I had to fucking like turn around again while there's shit and puke already in the
Oh,
fucking
oh,
toilet. And I had to fucking
oh,
face my shit and start puking. And then
oh,
fucking
fuck.
all I remember is like sitting there like, oh fuck, like I just felt defeated. I'm just hung over the fucking toilet seat. My
Yeah.
pants are down, my fucking I'm just like this. And then Mish comes into the washroom and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, they had to get like all the friends come into the washroom and they all tried to pick me up and I, like my pants, they had to pull my pants up while I was fucking like this. And then fucking my wife, she was all mad and she was like, ah, I fucking got trashed. You fucking got trashed. And then they're like trying to bring me into the room. So then they're like about to put me on the bed where we're both going to sleep. And then my wife's like, no, I don't want to sleep beside him because she was all mad. So they're like, okay, well, let's put him on the floor. She's like, no, I don't want him on the floor. So then they're about to put me in a closet and then they're dragging me over. And then as they're about to put me in the closet with a blanket and pillow, they said that
Yeah.
I was like, are you serious? And they're like, oh, fine. So they brought me back into the bedroom, laid me on the floor, and they said, here, sleep on the fucking floor.
Damn, man.
Yeah, dude.
You're
Yeah.
facing your
Dude.
demons
Yeah.
literally in the toilet.
That was
Like,
fucking
damn.
gross, dude. Yeah. What was
I
yours?
can't imagine like fucking shitting or fucking puking in a shit-filled toilet.
Dude, I had no
That's just
choice. I had
yeah,
no
you're just
choice.
like you're
Yeah.
like out of it, eh?
Because
Oh
I would
god.
have just been puking all over the fucking washroom at that point. And
True.
I'm like, fuck it.
True.
I gotta fucking, gotta face the demons.
Yeah.
What was
Um
yours?
for me, the one that comes to mind is it's a fucking story. Like I think it was a Christmas party and I had like I hadn't really hung out with these people. It was people I used to work with at at Donato's, and like not that I hadn't hung out with them, but like it was kind of like my first time at their place, and like like there's a lot of people there and whatever and whatever, and I got fucking obliterated. Like I don't remember past the third shot. So it was like I think the one guy was like giving me shots of what's it called like 151 or some shit like a real strong shit like
Yeah.
the vodka that's like overproof or whatever, right?
Oh,
So I
fuck.
took
Yeah,
shots
yeah,
of it,
yeah.
and you know that it's like gonna fuck you, right?
Yeah.
So I was like fucking obliterated. I wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go home for some reason. I'm like I didn't drive. I took the bus there, and I was like, oh, like, and I was still drunk. I was like, oh, like, I gotta go home. Okay, so okay, bye guys, right? So I'm like, I'm walking and walking. I'm like, oh, and I had woken up. The reason I was still drunk is I woke up at like 7 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
7 a.m. And I was like, because I had to go somewhere on the next day, right? So I was like, I got to get home. So I was like, oh, okay, bye guys. So I'm walking in, and we're near Clarkson Go Station. You know that place, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and then like I'm waiting for the bus, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta take a shit, right? Like in morning shit.
Yeah.
You know that it's coming, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, where the fuck am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? And like 7 o'clock, so there's nothing open. The nearest Tim Hortons like far, right? I
Yeah.
don't even know where the fuck it is. This is before they had a Tim Hortons kind of parked outside of Clarkson.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, okay, oh fuck, okay. There's a bank over there. The banks don't open till later. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go shit. I'm gonna go shit on the bank, right?
On the bank. Yeah.
Like in the back of the bank, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And again, because my shit is so emergent, whenever it happens, it's really hard to hold it back, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
So, like as I'm like rounding the corner, Ray taking off my belt, my fucking pants, I drop my pants, and just the lid as it's coming over my asshole, the shit starts coming out.
Oh.
So top of my fucking underwear, the band of my underwear gets hit with a spray of shit, right? A little bit, like just like and I'm like, because I can see it because I pulled my pants all the way down, right?
Yeah.
Usually, you just take my pants off of my thing, and I pulled them all the way down, and it was already coming out, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
the top of the band of the fucking thing, and I was like, oh fuck, I already tied my shoes, and I'm like, oh what the heck, I can't get naked at 7 a.m. Like there are gonna be people maybe coming around, right? And it's not like as if like the back of TD is like closed off. There's like a wall or gate.
It's like an open street.
Like, it's open. There's like something back there. Like I'm pretty sure it backs onto like the fucking the station, the Go station. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, I can't take my fucking. How am I gonna take my underwear off? Like I have my shoes on. Like what? This is like a problem, right? So I ended up fucking ripping my underwear. I fucking ripped my underwear like fucking tore it to shreds to get it off so it didn't touch me with shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then I proceeded to use the tattered underwear to wipe my ass. And then I threw it, right?
Oh my god.
So. And I like as I'm like coming home, I'm on the bus and I'm like, fuck, that was thank goodness, right? And then I start snickering at myself and I start laughing. I'm like, the person that finds that is gonna be like,
dude, what the hell? What the hell kind of shit werewolf just fucking entered our area? Like fucking torn up clothes with like shit all over it.
Exactly, man. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck just happened here?" You're gonna need like a fucking what do you call those crime scene investigation motherfucker
forensic.
Like, okay, forensic. The trajectory of the shit, and as you notice here on the band of the underwear, there's already shit. So he hadn't been able to take off his underwear in time.
That's
Oh
so
my
fucking
god,
disgusting.
man.
It could be like if
Yeah.
by the rip of the underwear, they can tell you're right-handed. They're like the strength came from the right side. So our victim is right-handed.
73% of the underwear was on the right side, so we know that he's
Exactly.
right-handed.
Yeah.
They fucking find me. Uh, there was also a small indentation where the penis is.
Exactly.
Judging by the pre-cum
Yeah,
stains,
exactly.
so being so high, his dick is small.
Exactly. The way it's tilted upwards. Fucking crazy, dude.
Fuck, man. Oh, shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that was a one, man. Fuck. Oh,
Ah,
fucking
dude.
terrible. And I was like fucking I was on the fucking bus with like fucking commando.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
You really
fuck,
feel
dude.
weird about sitting on those fucking chairs.
Yeah,
'Cause
dude.
it's
And
like
now you're like squishy.
so
You're
dirty. Yeah.
squishy in the fucking.
Ah, ah.
Do you have a work shit story?
I mean, fuck. I mean, okay. I mean,
You're like, other than this shop.
well, no.
Go do it, dude. Go. You got it. You got it. Yeah.
I used to work at Donato's, right?
Okay. Okay.
I used to I used to take the bus there because I wasn't driving at the time yet.
Yeah.
And you know, from the Square One bus terminal
Yeah.
to where Donato's was,
Yeah.
it's not that far of a distance,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And this is, and again, coming out. This is funny because it was coming off a bender, and I was like hungover, and um, I remember I was coming off the escalator going towards Donato's, and I was in the middle of, like, pretty much in the middle of Donato's and where the bus terminal is, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think just past where Zeller's used to be. And then I was like, oh fuck, I gotta puke, right? So I'm like, oh, I can't puke at work because
Yeah.
they're gonna like, I don't want them to,
Yeah,
you
they
know.
don't wanna
So I
see.
run back to the bus terminal, and I projectile vomit, and fucking half of it was in the toilet, half of it was on the ground, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank God, right? I clean up and whatever, and then I I half of it was on, again, like half of it was on the toilet, half of it was on the floor, right? Because it kind of like opened the stall, and bleh, right? Like, it
Yeah.
was instant, right?
Just quick.
So
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, fuck, okay, I had start heading to work, right? And then halfway until reaching there, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta shit now, right? So I'm like rushing back
Yeah.
to to the terminal's washroom, right? And so it's funny. Some guy in there is like, "Oh, don't don't go to the stall, man. Someone puked on the fucking floor." I'm
Shit.
like, I'm like,
You're like,
right?
yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of my way. So I go into the stall, and because there was fucking puke on the floor,
Yeah.
my puke, I almost fucking slipped as I was taking a shit. So imagine, like, I would be like covered in shit and puke going to fucking work. Thank God I didn't, right? But yeah, like, it was a fucking messy shit, and like, it
Holy
was like,
fuck, dude.
yeah. And then I fucking went into work, and I was like, oh man, I just remember being like, I didn't want to be there the whole day,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
had to do I had a full day of talking to clients, and I was just like, oh my God, these people probably smell it on me. So I started talking to them about, like, my drink, my day before
Yeah.
drinking, and they thought it was funny.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it wasn't too bad, but
That's fucking
that's something
jokes.
yeah. What about you?
Well, here we'll end it off with this last story. So you better have your outro ready.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, I was a shipper receiver at this time, and
Yeah.
my manager and some other coworker, they were in an office area that was not too far away from my shipping area. and I hear them in the office, and they're both like letting it loose like some farts. They're like brr, 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 and they're like laughing, giggling, and it was during the summertime, and I had to wear a uniform, and the uniform that day I was wearing like a short sleeve shirt and also like shorts, work shorts, and like my boots. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, or sorry, not sitting, but I'm standing there, and I'm like packaging like boxes so I can get them shipped out. And these guys are both farting in the other room, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, I got a fart for you guys. So then I just go like this, but it freaking went. And then this like little trail of like wet just went right down the back of my leg, and like it just felt warm. All I felt was warm in my underwear,
Oh,
and then just like go down to my leg. And again, I'm wearing shorts, so I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, oh god. So then I try to like tiptoe like this and go to like the shelving area where we kept like the wet wipes and like paper towels and stuff like that. And I was like, my god. And I'm like in that area, shelving area, it's like enclosed and no one can really see you unless they walk down the aisle. So I'm like wiping myself with the wet wipes and the dry stuff, and I'm wiping my leg, and then I run to the washroom, I take off my underwear, wipe everything off, and then I threw my underwear in the garbage, and then I walked away. And I remember my underwear at the time, it was like a bright orange with like pineapples on it, like smiley face pineapples. And I'm just wondering if the cleaners like ever saw that, and they'd be like, "That's fucking
like,
gross."
oh, you left it there.
Yeah, at work. Fuck that. And I just walked away. I was like,
oh, well, it's your fucking, it's your problem now, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, that was like the worst. That was the worst one I had.
Oh, I mean, I have worse stories, and they're gonna come out, but like I think I think it's like it's better saved for another day. Like
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it. That's it for us this evening. This episode.
Yeah.
This has been Crapper's Delight, where the scoop is our poop.
Oh
Shit. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, man. Peace out.
Peace.